Next stop, Williamsburg Bridge Plaza Lane 1. This stop is Williamsburg Bridge Plaza Lane 1. Next stop, South 5th Street and Rodney Street. This stop is South 5th Street and Rodney Street. Next stop, South 5th Street and Keep Street. This stop is South 5th Street and Keep Street. Next stop, South 5th Street and Hooper Street. This stop is South 5th Street and Hooper Street. Next stop, South 5th Street and Montrose Avenue. Transfer available to the G train. This stop is South 5th Street and Montrose Avenue. Next stop, Montrose Avenue and Lorimer Street. Transfer available to B48. This stop is Montrose Avenue and Lorimer Street. Next stop, Montrose Avenue and Leonard Street. This stop is Montrose Avenue and Leonard Street. Next stop, Montrose Avenue and Graham Avenue. Transfer available to B43. This stop is Montrose Avenue and Graham Avenue. Next stop, Montrose Avenue and Bushwick Avenue. Transfer available to the L train. This stop is Montrose Avenue and Bushwick Avenue. Next stop, Johnson Avenue and Bushwick Avenue. This stop is Johnson Avenue and Bushwick Avenue. Next stop, Johnson Avenue and White Street. This stop is Johnson Avenue and White Street. Next stop, Johnson Avenue and Morgan Avenue. This stop is Johnson Avenue and Morgan Avenue. Next stop, Morgan Avenue and Harrison Place. This stop is Morgan Avenue and Harrison Place. Next stop, Morgan Avenue and Thames Street. This stop is Morgan Avenue and Thames Street. Next stop, Morgan Avenue and Flushing Avenue. Transfer available to B57. This stop is Morgan Avenue and Flushing Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and George Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and George Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Jefferson Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Jefferson Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Star Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Star Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Suitam Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Suitam Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Wilson Avenue and DeKalb Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Transfers available to the M train and B54. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Myrtle Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Green Avenue. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Green Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Bleecker Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Bleecker Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Menahan Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Menahan Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Gates Avenue. Transfer available to B52. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Gates Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Woodbine Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Woodbine Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Putnam Avenue. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Putnam Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Jefferson Avenue. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Jefferson Avenue. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Halsey Street. Transfer available to B26. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Halsey Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Schaefer Street. Transfer available to B20. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Schaefer Street. Next stop, Wilson Avenue and Cooper Street. This stop is Wilson Avenue and Cooper Street. Next stop, Cooper Street and Central Avenue. This stop is Cooper Street and Central Avenue. Next stop, Cooper Street and Evergreen Avenue. This stop is Cooper Street and Evergreen Avenue. Next stop, Cooper Street and Broadway. Transfers available to the J and Z trains, B20 and Q24. This stop is Cooper Street and Broadway. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Chauncey Street. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Chauncey Street. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Sumter Street. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Sumter Street. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the C train and B25. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Dean Street. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Dean Street. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Prospect Place. Transfer available to B12. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Prospect Place. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Pitkin Avenue. Transfers available to B12 and B14. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Pitkin Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Sutter Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Sutter Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Blake Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Blake Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Dumont Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Dumont Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Livonia Avenue. Transfer available to the 3 train. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Livonia Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Riverdale Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Riverdale Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Lott Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Lott Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Hickman Avenue. Transfers available to B8, B15, B35 and B35 Limited. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Hickman Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Linden Boulevard. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Linden Boulevard. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Ditmas Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Ditmas Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Avenue D. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Avenue D. Next stop, Rockaway Avenue and Foster Avenue. This stop is Rockaway Avenue and Foster Avenue. Next stop, Rockaway Parkway and Farragut Road. This stop is Rockaway Parkway and Farragut Road. Next stop, Glenwood Road and East 98th Street. Transfers available to the L train, B6, B6 Limited, B42, B82 and B82 SBS. This stop is Glenwood Road and East 98th Street. Next stop, Glenwood Road and East 100th Street. This stop is Glenwood Road and East 100th Street. Next stop, Glenwood Road and East 103rd Street. This stop is Glenwood Road and East 103rd Street. Next stop, Glenwood Road and East 105th Street. This stop is Glenwood Road and East 105th Street. Next stop, East 108th Street and Glenwood Road. This stop is East 108th Street and Glenwood Road. Next stop, East 108th Street and Farragut Road. This stop is East 108th Street and Farragut Road. Next stop, East 108th Street and Stanley Avenue. This stop is East 108th Street and Stanley Avenue. Next stop, Stanley Avenue and Williams Avenue. This stop is Stanley Avenue and Williams Avenue. Next stop, Williams Avenue and Workman Avenue. This stop is Williams Avenue and Workman Avenue. Next stop, Williams Avenue and Glenwood Road. Transfer available to B6 Limited. This stop is Williams Avenue and Glenwood Road. Next stop, Williams Avenue and Flatlands Avenue. Transfers available to B82, B82 SBS, B103 Limited and BM2. This is the last stop. This stop is Williams Avenue and Flatlands Avenue. This is B60 to Canarsie Williams Avenue.